Hello, it's Emma here, and I am a personal trainer, Reiki master, yoga teacher, and health coach. And I'm on a mission to really help women get back into exercise. And I think one of the reasons women don't exercise more often is because the fitness industry takes such a masculine approach, and I'm here to bring some femininity back to exercise. So I'm really happy to have you here. And today is kind of add-on to a freebie that I offer, which is the ability to exercise with the moon phases. And I offer 4 different exercises that you can do to match up with the 4 main phases of the moon. So if you haven't grabbed that freebie already, will be a link attached to this video somewhere that you can download the free exercise videos. But in this video, I wanted to give you some more ideas on what sort of exercise you can do in the different phases of the moon, so that you can really tap into the energy levels that you will have, and the energy of the world around us, and really match your exercise with the femininity of the moon, because it really matches our menstrual cycles, or if we don't have menstrual cycles anymore, it helps us to tune in to natural rhythms. And it just means that we're going to have more energy for our exercise, and we're going to want to do the exercise that's appropriate for those kind of phases of the moon. So I'll start with the new moon, and the new moon's a time for really going inward, relaxing, taking time out for yourself. And so with the new moon, I highly recommend restorative yoga, and that is the practice that you receive as part of the freebie. But I would also recommend going for a walk in nature. So just a really slow, gentle walk, and have a look at what's around you and get inspired by nature and all of that, all that nature has to offer us. I would also recommend a meditation. And so any kind of meditation is fine. And we sometimes forget that our body is part of our mind, and our mind is part of our body. So sometimes nourishing ourselves with quiet time out in terms of meditation can be really, really powerful. And I would also recommend just resting. So if you don't feel like exercising during the new moon, that means you're actually really in touch with the natural rhythms of the world, of the universe, and honor that. Take some time out to rest. No need to get up early or to push yourself through an exercise routine during the new moon if you don't feel like it. So after the new moon comes the waxing moon, and so this is where the moon's starting to grow in terms of size, or at least what we can see here on Earth in size. And so this is where I would recommend starting to build on your routines. So start thinking about doing some more cardio, something that's going to raise your heart rate. I would also think about doing group fitness. You're probably more likely to want to be around other people during the waxing phase of the moon. So you might want to try a group fitness routine. And I'd also think about doing something like Vinyasa yoga. So Vinyasa is generally a lot stronger type of yoga. It's a lot of flow. You can get a bit of a sweat up, or even maybe hot yoga if you're interested in that. So just start to tap into things that are going to really raise your heart rate, get you out amongst people, and really build up your strength. That's what I'd recommend during the waxing phase. During the full moon, there's 2 ways to go about this, right? When we're in the full moon, for a lot of people, we can feel really energized and really feel like we've got energy to burn. And if that's you, I would recommend looking for some cardio and strength. Combining those 2 things together would be fantastic. You could also try something like a boxing workout, or kettlebells, or weights-based workouts can be really awesome if you're feeling positive with this excess energy. But for some of us, and not necessarily every full moon, but for some full moons, all that excess energy that we tend to have around this time can actually manifest as kind of anxiety or feeling a bit out of sorts with the world. And if you're feeling like that during a full moon, then I would recommend doing some meditation again, or even journaling out your thoughts, journaling out your bad habits, journaling out what you're feeling anxious about and releasing them, burning them somewhere safely, ripping them up, burying them in the ground. This is where I think a lot of people fall apart when it comes to starting new exercise programs, because they get to the full moon, they're feeling really anxious with the world, they might skip a few workouts because they just don't feel right among themselves, and then they sort of feel like, oh well, I've stuffed up that exercise routine, I may as well give it all up. And so I want to give you permission right now to not exercise if you don't feel like it during the full moon, and to just give yourself that opportunity to go a little bit more inward with meditation and with releasing anything that you're feeling uncomfortable with in your life. The final main moon cycle is the waning moon. So that's when the moon's starting to become smaller and smaller and go back towards becoming the new moon again. You know, it happens every single month. So during the waning phase of the moon, I would recommend yoga and just finding a style that feels right for your energy levels during the waning moon phase. I would also recommend solo workouts at the gym. So you might not feel like doing a lot of group fitness in this phase. You might want to do something more solo. And something that can be really great for that is using the exercise machines at the gym, like the weights machines, because you know, you're going to be doing that on your own. And so this can be a great way of still working out on your body, but doing it in your own time, in your own space, and with your own brain, without having to deal with all the other people around you. So I hope you find these recommendations handy. They're all going to be written down in the post or on the description of the video, and keep them handy. And don't forget to keep an eye out on my Instagram page. Every single day on my stories, I post what phase of the moon it is, so that you can look up this list now and find exercises that will work for you during that certain phase of the moon, and be able to tap in to your feminine side and to really honor your body throughout these ebbs and flows that we all go through every single month. And remember, if you haven't signed up for my freebie yet, you can. There'll be a link somewhere, so you can get 4 different videos, so you can follow and do different exercises during different phases of the moon. So thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you on the next video.